Hi, cat lovers. Welcome everyone to our masterclass on enhancing cat well being through enrichment. I am very excited to share my passion for cat health and well being with all of you today. And we are going to explore the fascinating world of cats together, really understand the concept of enrichment, and learn how we can create a fulfilling life for our furry companions. Let's talk about enrichment first. And why am I talking about it? Why is it so important? Now, when I ask many cat caregivers what they mean by cat enrichment, most of them answer something on the lines of, it's all about playing with our cats, right? Well, yes, playing with your cats is a part of cat enrichment. But cat enrichment is much more. It is about creating a holistic environment for your cat that is reducing stress, that is keeping our cats engaged both mentally and physically. If you come to think of it, if your cat is positively stimulated, has a very thriving environment, your cat will not have the time to think about stress. And if your cat is not stressed, that simply means there won't be any behavior problems in your cats. Now, I use this example quite often. Imagine you're adopting a kitten or a cat from a shelter, and you're very excited to bring your new friend home. And you've always had cats your entire life, and there were never any problems. But this particular cat is really something else. It's giving you the hardest time ever. And you really start to notice that they're scratching your furniture, they're being aggressive, they're hiding away, and they're even refusing to use the litter box. All of these behaviors can be very frustrating, and they can actually leave you feeling like you have made a huge mistake. But let me tell you this, it is not your fault. It is just a misunderstanding of what your cat really needs. And that is where I come in, and this is the plug for my introduction. Well, everyone, my name is Charu, and I am a cat behavior coach and enrichment specialist. I'm very passionate about helping dedicated cat lovers and cat carers like you to create joyful and fulfilling homes and environments for our furry friends. And together, we are going to learn through this masterclass how you can strengthen the bond with your cat and tackle almost any behavior issues that you might face. My goal through this masterclass is to really empower you, give you the tools to help you build a strong relationship with your cat, and really eliminate those pesky problems so that your cat, are both living in a very happy home, you are joyful, and you have a fulfilling life together. Now, this masterclass has a fair few amount of topics that we have to cover for you to really become an expert in providing enrichment for your cat. So our course trail for today looks like this. First, we are going to jump into understanding who is a cat caregiver. This will really help you understand if this is the webinar for you. If I name one of your roles in a cat's life, that means this is the webinar you should be in. This is the masterclass for you. After which, we are going to understand the history of cats, really unpack what are our domestic cats all about, what their ancestors all about that has led to them having certain instincts that they still have. After which, we are going to, of course, talk about indoor cats versus outdoor cats, the type of enrichments both of these types of cats receive, what are the pros and cons of indoor cats versus outdoor cats, and also sort of unpack a decision for you all to make moving forward in what type of care you want to give your cat based on their safety, their well-being. Next, we are going to talk about what is cat enrichment, the core of our masterclass today. Also unpacking different types of enrichment and why cats need enrichment in their life. After which, I'm going to back all my information up with some science and share some hand-picked studies that I have identified will be quite helpful to inspire you, to encourage you. There is science and research out there that I really want to bridge that gap for cat caregivers to have access to and be able to make the right decisions, make the right choices, and provide the right type of care for their cats. And as a bonus, towards the end of this masterclass, you will also see I'm going to share a week full of enrichment ideas that you can take as inspiration and get started. Continue to build on providing that enriching environment for your cats. Now let's dive straight into understanding who is a cat caregiver. So anyone that is responsible for the well-being of a cat, and this includes cat owners, cat trainers, cat groomers, cat sitters, vets, shelter workers, shelter volunteers, anybody that has the responsibility of looking after a cat is a cat caregiver. So if you don't play that role in the cat's life, cue for you to exit this masterclass, and I will see you somewhere else. But if you are a cat caregiver, if you are responsible for looking after a cat, for looking after the well-being of a cat, continue on in this masterclass, as I am going to share with you some very valuable information to help you really build a strong bond with your cat. Now, your role as a cat caregiver is to provide physical and emotional well-being of your cats. You need to ensure as a cat caregiver that the physical and emotional health of your cat is always cared for. You are not only responsible for providing food and shelter to your cats, but you are also responsible for offering companionship, understanding, safety, all of that helps your cat really thrive in their environment. You observe their needs and you engage them in play as a cat caregiver, and you really ensure that they receive proper medical care in a timely manner. Each cuddle, each snuggle, each moment that you spend with your cat really reinforces their sense of security and happiness. So you are a very important, irreplaceable part of a cat's life. Now, in a world where cats cannot communicate like we do, your presence is going to make all that difference as a cat caregiver. Your actions are going to speak louder than words, showing your cat that they are loved and valued. And without a dedicated caregiver, these adorable companions will really miss out a lot on a life that should be ideally filled with joy, comfort, and connection. While interactions with other animals is also very important for your cat socialization, be it other cats or any other species of pets that you have at home. And these interactions really help your cat become more confident, become more social, become more tolerant. But the most essential in your cat's life is their humans. There is no other substitute for human attention, in simpler words. So in order to care for your cats as a caregiver, you should, of course, first of all, like cats, be knowledgeable about cats. And this knowledge is, of course, acquired from many sources. It can be books, it can be printed information, it can be some internet sites. It can also be a cat behaviorist or a cat behavior therapist. But I really want to place a disclaimer here as I move on with this topic. I want to really ensure that you all understand that as responsible cat caregivers, you must not fall in the traps of unreliable sources of information. Yes, there are cat videos on YouTube. There are cat accounts on Instagram that will tell you do this, do that, and boom, your cat's fine. It's perfect. Everything's good, all rosy. Plug in that pheromone, your cat will never fight, and your cats will always be happy. Those are not very reliable sources of information. Let me tell you this. You need to consult a professional. If you are sick, you see a doctor, right? If you need some mental help, you see a psychologist or a counselor. So likewise for your cats, if your cat is showing a behavior problem, that is a clear sign your cat is giving you, communicating to you through behavior that something isn't right. And this is why you need to see a professional for your cats. That is a very important responsibility you have as a cat caregiver. Please be mindful, you are going to reliable sources, you are going to professionals for addressing any cat behavior related problems. All right. Okay. So, as we have cleared the understanding of why we need to see cat behaviorists, or what type of sources of information we need to go to get the right information and support to understand our cats better, I want you all to also take a pledge with me. And this pledge is about you pledging or promising your cat that you are going to be the best cat owner there is out there in the world. So the pledge is quite simple. You can of course modify it to however easier you want to make it, or however complicated you want to make it. And if there's any more promises you need to make to your cat, by all means feel free to do so. But here goes the pledge. I, as a proud cat caregiver, I promise to shower my cat with love, provide them a safe home, enrich their life, be attentive, encourage play, and promote well-being and cherish our bond. This is the pledge I want you to take with you and repeat it every morning. Say it to your cat every morning so that you are also reminded on your responsibility as a cat caregiver. Understanding the history of cats helps cat caregivers really appreciate their natural instincts and behaviors. Domestic cats, Felis catus, evolved from their wild ancestors, primarily the African wildcat, Felis sylvestris libica, around 10,000 years ago. And they became domesticated as humans transitioned from a nomadic lifestyle to agriculture, where our domestic cats were the heroes, where they helped to control rodent populations around food stores. As solitary hunters, cats have developed exceptional skills in stalking and pouncing, which is very essential for their survival. And when we recognize that our domestic cats, the little tigers that are living in our homes, are also sharing this heritage, that makes it very important in all cat caregivers understanding that these are the needs for enrichment in your cats. Your cats require these opportunities to express their instinctual behavior, their innate behavior. And this includes hunting, exploring, and climbing. And those same instincts is something what our domestic cats need at home. They need an enriching environment that is respecting these instincts and is contributing to a healthy, happy cat. So once we understand the concept, it is easier for us to think like a cat. Let's now talk about indoor cats versus outdoor cats. Now, when it comes to enriching the lives of our cats, the debate between indoor versus outdoor living is a very important one to address. And each environment presents unique advantages and also challenges for keeping our cats happy and stimulated. I'm first going to talk about some pros and cons for indoor cats, and after which I'm going to jump on to pros and cons for outdoor cats. So for indoor cats, of course, indoor cats are more shielded from outdoor dangers. It could include traffic, aggressive animals, and many diseases. And this is an added security that provides that peace of mind for cat owners. You can really create a variety of enrichment ideas or experiences at home that can include, using interactive toys, climbing structures, puzzle feeders to really keep their minds active. And of course, in terms of indoor living, it really encourages more interaction with the owners, with the cat caregivers. That also strengthens the bond through playtime, affection, and companionship. In terms of cons, indoor cats do have some challenges as well. So indoor cats can of course miss out on their natural instincts like hunting and exploring. That can lead to boredom if they are not provided with adequate stimulation. And with boredom, your cat will then engage in problem behavior. In terms of indoor cats, you will see that without the outdoor space, indoor cats can also lack a lot of exercise, and that can potentially lead to obesity, diabetes, and other health problems unless they are engaged in regular playtime. Now, coming to talk about outdoor cats, some pros and cons. The pros of having your cat outdoors is that outdoor cats have that freedom to express their natural behaviors. They have more life experience, so to speak, of the real world, and they can easily engage in activities like climbing, hunting, and exploring different environments, and that provides them with a lot of opportunities for enrichment. Physical exercise is also a good activity. Outdoor settings promote for cats that are outdoors, and it really encourages them from running to chasing and climbing as part of their daily adventures, and that can lead to a healthier life. But having said that, I also want to share some cons that the outdoor cats experience. First of all, is that outdoor cats face a lot of threats outside, and this includes injuries from traffic accidents, attacks from wild or aggressive animals, and exposure to a lot of diseases such as feline leukemia or FIV. Next is common dangers in the environment, which can be poisonous, which examples would include exposure to toxic plants, chemicals like antifreeze, or even pest control products that people put out in their gardens. There's also a threat for parasite, including risk for fleas, ticks, heartworm, which can potentially be very life-threatening for your cats. Clashes with other cats also can result in injuries or transmission of diseases in your outdoor cat, and risks are associated with harsh weather conditions such as overheating in the summer or a frostbite in winter is also a very challenging aspect of having an outdoor cat. And there's also potential harm from other human beings, whether through intentional cruelty or neglect when cars are speeding on roads. So both indoor and outdoor living has its merits and its challenges. I personally recommend that cats should stay indoors and stay safe and healthy inside. If you do wish to allow your cat outside, it is important that you invest time and energy and effort in leash and harness training so that they can still explore the world outside, but they are safely exploring it and they are under your supervision. Ultimately, enriching your cat's life, no matter the environment, really involves understanding their needs and ensuring their safety and well being. Your cat's safety and well being should come first. Remember the pledge that you've made to your cats. Always remember that as you are making that decision. Alrighty. If you are enjoying this masterclass and really want to tackle those undesirable cat behaviors, I am definitely here to help you. And here's how we can work together to create a happier home for you and your feline friend. So, for you to work with me, the first step is going to be to book a discovery call. You can start your journey by scheduling a 15-minute call with me, and during this call we are going to discuss your cat's unique needs and determine the best next steps towards achieving your goals. Next is, of course, once we have connected, you will be invited to a personal one-on-one consultation with me, and together we will discover your goals, identify any roadblocks, and really map out a tailored game plan for your cat's enrichment or addressing any particular cat behavior problems that you may be facing. And lastly, it is going to be to implement the strategies and tools from our consultation. I'm going to provide you with a customized plan that is suitable to your needs, your lifestyle, as well as your cat's needs. And you can access many supportive resources also that I will provide you if needed. And that is how I can help you. And all of this can be yours today for 695 Australian dollars, or you can choose to make 3 simple monthly payments of 299 Australian dollars. I invite you to come work with me to enhance your cat's life and reduce undesirable behaviors. And as a thank you, I'm offering a bonus offer where you will also receive another comprehensive workshop on understanding cat communication, which is originally valued at 199 Australian dollars, absolutely free. So for $695, you receive my one-on-one consultation with a customized plan, including this cat communication workshop, absolutely for free. So coming back to our types of enrichment that we have for our cats, we are going to unpack one of these step by step for you to really understand what is the type of environment we are looking for creating for our cats, what is the world our cats will really thrive in. So first of all is physical enrichment. Physical enrichment will involve activities that are promoting movement, exercise, and coordination. Cats actually require regular physical activity to maintain their muscle tone, mental stimulation, and overall health also. When we engage in physical activities with our cats' needs are satisfied, and these needs include the need to stretch, the need to jump and play, and that will actually help prevent obesity and other health related problems in our cats. Physical enrichment will really provide your cat with a lot of mental challenges. Cats love to solve problems, they are problem solvers, and this will really help challenge your cat and encourage your cat to display their natural hunting behaviors through stalking, chasing, pouncing, which are all very important for their physical fitness and psychological well-being. So just like us, we need exercise for, of course, our body, but also for our mind. Similarly, physical exercise, physical enrichment is important for your cat's body and mind. Next is social enrichment. Social enrichment is related to companionship interactions, both with humans and other animals. So your cat interacting with other pets is a huge part of social enrichment. And also, cats are social creatures. They are solitary hunters, but they are not solitary creatures. If you go out in the community and if you find a group of cats outside, you will see that they all are in a group. There will be a few cats together in a group, and that actually proves the fact that cats are social creatures, and their interactions really influence their emotional and psychological health. All right, so when we are providing opportunities for bonding, for play and companionship, all of that becomes very essential for their happiness. Social enrichment will help your cat prevent loneliness and boredom, and it will lead to more engaged and less stressed cat. So interactions with caregivers and other friendly pets should be promoted, and it will enhance your cat's emotional security and trust, and also create a positive environment where your cats can really thrive. The next type of enrichment is mental enrichment. In scientific terms, we call it cognitive enrichment. Now, cognitive or mental enrichment is the different challenges a cats will have to complete, and that will require them to use their mind, their mental processing skills and problem solving abilities. So they need to be engaged, their minds need to be engaged to help them enhance their cognitive skills, which will increase their memory retention and also stimulate their curiosity. So cognitive enrichment will remove boredom by providing stimulating activities that require thought and strategy. And this will also help cats cope with stress and anxiety as they use their mental strength or their mental abilities to navigate challenges, leading to more improved behavior patterns and emotional stability. The fourth type of enrichment is sensory enrichment. Sensory enrichment refers to engaging in various senses of a cat, including sight, sound, touch, and most importantly for all cats is smell. And enriching these sensory experiences can really help to create or stimulate their natural instincts. Olfactory enrichment, as I mentioned, in terms of sensory enrichment, sense of smell is very important for your cat. So olfactory enrichment engages a cat's sense of smell. Olfactory engagement is very critical for cats' social interactions. It can include hunting behaviors and environmental awareness also. So cats rely heavily on their sense of smell when they are detecting food, when they are identifying other animals, and when they are exploring their territory. So when we are creating those opportunities for scent stimulation, you can really provide a positive and enriching experience. So olfactory enrichment helps to enhance a cat's mental well-being by keeping them engaged and reduces stress or anxiety. And lastly, we have environmental enrichment. This enrichment involves modifying your cat's surroundings to promote exploration, physical activity, and natural behaviors. Now, as we know, cats are natural explorers and climbers. Thus, we need to create those diverse environments with various levels of hiding spots and really encouraging movement and stimulating their curiosity. When cats are in a well-enriched environment, it is going to minimize boredom and it is going to reduce stress. And cats can express their instincts such as climbing, hiding, and stalking in a safe manner. That will help your cats feel more enriched, more stimulated, more active, more agile. Let's talk about science now. Let's base all of this information on some researches and scientific findings. All right, so the first one is about enriching cats' living environment in shelters is crucial in reducing their stress. So researchers at the University of Life Sciences in Lublin looked at two groups of cats, where one group of cats lived in a standard sheltered environment with very few resources, while there was another group that enjoyed a more enriched environment that was filled with things that they can explore, play with, and interact with. So to measure the stress levels, they actually collected hair samples from the cats to check their cortisol levels, which is a hormone that indicates stress. It is a very common and a very popular hormone that people are discussing these days in terms of human health and well-being also. So to identify the cortisol levels in cats, they collected hair samples from those cats. And the findings were eye-opening. The cats in enriched environment had significantly lower cortisol levels, about half the amount of those in the standard environment. This means when shelters provide more enriching surroundings, of course shelters are the most stressful place for cats to be, but when shelters are providing more enriching surroundings. So when I'm talking about shelters here, I'm also then sort of relating it to cats in our homes also. When we are providing a more enriching surrounding, that will really help reduce the stress for the cats, and they are able to then express their natural behaviors, feel safer, and ultimately have a better quality of life. The second case study is from the American Veterinary Medical Association, AVMA, that is regarding our cats. So they recommend that cat owners, especially in cities or urban areas, must keep their cats indoors. All right, but with this decision comes a big responsibility also for cat owners or cat caregivers. We definitely need to work on creating environments that support their health and happiness. And the good news here is that cats can thrive indoors, even in busy settings, as long as their basic needs like food and stimulation are met. However, here's the important point. Indoor cats are somewhat like animals in a zoo because they are in sort of a captivity with us, right? And the third one, which is one of the pillars of one of the studies that I was going through, and I thought this will be a great point for me to share with you all. So in this one, we talk about cats are born preys and predators, right? So they have a strong instinctual drive to engage in a sequence of behaviors like stalking, chasing and pouncing. So whenever you see you're playing with your cat will first stalk with the wand. If you're playing with the play wand, it will stalk it, then it will run after it, it will chase it, and finally your cat is going to pounce on it. And this action-packed routine is just not for show. It is actually essential for your cat's physical health and mental stimulation. Even if your cat is well fed, your cat still needs this play in their life every single day. So when cats have the opportunity to hunt, these behaviors consume a good chunk of their daily activities. However, many indoor cats lack enough chances to express their natural instincts. If they are not provided with ways to engage in these hunting-like activities, they can easily become bored, they can become frustrated, and of course face health issues also like obesity. And this is why, again, it is so important to give our cats plenty of opportunities for these predatory behaviors. Think toys that mimic prey, interactive play sessions with your cats, providing puzzle feeders that really challenge their hunting and foraging instincts. This will help them keep active, happy, and mentally engaged. And now comes the best part, is enrichment ideas for the whole week that you can get started on. Now, keeping your cat engaged and happy is key to their well-being. And here is why I am going to share in detail a week full of enrichment ideas that you can start implementing now and understand their benefits also. On a Monday, you can use wand toys or fishing rods. Now, this is my staple. Every cat should have one favorite wand toy or a fishing rod at home. Wand toys are fantastic for encouraging your cat's natural hunting instincts. And these toys really combine a stick with a feather or a string or a plush figure that will allow you to mimic the movements of prey. Simply wave and flick the wand and encourage your cat to chase and pounce. So this playtime will help improve their coordination. It will help provide them with physical exercise and also engage their mind. Aim for short and lively sessions of 10 to 15 minutes at least twice a day to avoid overstimulation in your cats. Next, on a Tuesday, you can try out foraging boxes. Now, foraging boxes are a very fun way for your cat to work for their food. You can start by taking a cardboard box and fill it with some shredded paper, balls or toys, and also hide some of their favorite treats or kibble inside. This will really encourage them to dig and search through the box for hidden goodies for themselves. And this stimulates their natural foraging behavior that will help their brain sharpen. It will, of course, reduce boredom, and it is a delightful way to provide that mental stimulation while satisfying their hunting instincts. So you don't need to really buy those puzzle feeders. You can create a challenging puzzle for your cat at home using a foraging box. Wednesday is when we will play opaque cups with our cat. This is a very simple yet a very exciting challenge for your cat. Again, you will gather some opaque cups or containers that are sort of translucent, and you will place treats or a small toy, whatever your cat prefers, under one of them, and then you will let your cat figure out how to get to the prize. You can start by showing them where the treats are or demonstrating how to flip cups, and this will really encourage a lot of problem solving while also stimulating curiosity. It is a fantastic low cost problem solving puzzle that you can create for your cat, and this is an activity that will keep them mentally engaged. Next, we have Thursday for clicker training. Now, clicker training is a great method for introducing new behaviors or even teaching your cats new tricks and reinforcing positive actions. So you can start by having a clicker handy and some treats. If you don't have a clicker, you can use the back of a clicker pen to make a similar sound. Just be mindful of the pen when you are around your cat. So every time your cat will perform a desirable behavior like sitting or giving you a high five, you can click the clicker and reward them immediately. This method will actually strengthen the communication between you and your cat while also promoting some new skills and tricks. And it's a great way to provide some mental stimulation and build a strong bond with your cat through positive reinforcement. Friday is going to be catnip or valerian infused prey. So end of the week, you can introduce your cat with some excitement and add catnip or valerian infused toys in their enrichment plan. These toys can really stimulate and engage your cat in promoting playfulness and reducing stress. You can also create a DIY toy using fabric or old socks, and you can just fill it up with some dry catnip or valerian root and just toss these around the house for interactive play sessions. The scents in these herbs can basically promote relaxation and also enhance your cat's mood, and making it a very delightful way to wrap up the week while keeping your cat entertained. So when you're incorporating these enrichment ideas into your cat's weekly routine, you are really enhancing their quality of life. You are looking at their holistic enrichment and also deepening your bond with your cats. I wish you all the best with all of these enrichment ideas moving forward. If there's any questions, you can definitely reach out to me. If you are engaging in any of these enrichment ideas, please make sure to record these, to document these, to show me how you are going, and definitely DM me at Catitude Coach. You can find me on Instagram, you can find me on TikTok, and I'll be definitely here to help you, assist you if you need any further support from me. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you find inspiration to create a more enriching environment for your cats. Remember, happy cats equal a happy cat owner. Signing off for today. Thank you once again. I hope to see you in the Catitude Coach Camp.